Hi, in this video tutorial, I would like to demonstrate the design of single stage CMOS operational amplifier. For design of op-amp, I am using TSMC 180 nanometer technology file. For design and analysis of op-amp, such as finding the gain, common mode rejection ratio, and PSRR, I am using advanced design system tool. So let's get started designing the op amp. For designing the op amp, place PMOS and NMOS. Just mirror them along the x-axis. Use function and Fi so that you can move the text for better readability and visibility. These two NMOS transistors acts as a differential pair and this as a current mirror. So connect these two. This is the current mirror formed by the PMOS. The fourth terminal is connected to the ground potential. Place a current source. Formed by using the NMOS. Place a PMOS and NMOS. At the output of the op amp. Connect the output. Connect this input with the constant current source here, common source. This with the ground. You can connect this. This output is connected through the capacitor. So place a capacitor by going into the lumped component. Use the capacitor. Connect this capacitor to the output. A capacitor of 200 femtofarad. This is the differential pair. I want to create a symbol, so I am placing the ports. Port 1 for this input and port 2 for this output. For this one more input, and I want to provide it the output at this point. The fixed bias potential, VDD with the ground, VDD at the top and port 6 with the ground potential. So make the required connections. Connect the port 1, port 2, the output port, the fixed bias potential. Save the design. So this is the single stage op amp. This op amp is designed with certain length and width. The length of the PMOS is 2 micrometer and width is 2 micrometer. Length is 2 micrometer, width is also 2 micrometer. Here the length and width are equal for PMOS and NMOS. Its length is 3 micrometer. Here the length is 2 micrometer but the width is 6 micrometer. 2 micrometer, it is 3 micrometer. Save the design. So this is the op amp with the specified width and lengths. Save the design. I want to create a symbolic view of this particular op amp. Go to the window, click on symbol. It asks for creating a new symbol. Click on create symbol. Click on OK. It opens a default rectangular symbol, but this is not the actual symbolic view of the op amp. I can create my own design by removing these rectangular boxes. I want P6 at the ground, P5 as the VDD or the supply potential, P2 on as one of the input, P1 is one input, P3 with the output. Now use a new polygon to create the symbolic view. Input, P5, P6, or I can use this P4 at the bottom of this or at the edge. You can place the text for better readability. Insert text, port 1 with in1, in2, this with VDD, ground, out and V bias. These texts are only for readability. Save the symbol, close it. You can close this design, or you can create. Now I want to simulate this particular schematic view. Create a new schematic and say op amp. I want to find the gain. Click on this. It creates a new file. Since you have already created the symbol, you can just right click on it and place the component so that it is enabled in the work area. To simulate this, or if you want to see the schematic, select the symbol, go into the push into the hierarchy. You can see the entire schematic view of the op amp. If you want to come out of this, use pop out. Now to perform the simulation or find the gain of this op amp, you need to provide the inputs to the pin 1 and pin 2 and supply potentials. First at the output, I'll place a capacitor. Connect the ground. This is the output port. So directly I am giving the out. Next, this is a input. So try to provide AC. AC voltage source at this input. You can directly connect this, or you can use the label in one. By placing this labels, they are directly connected. This particular AC is having a magnitude of 1 volt. To this, the input in 1 is having a phase shift of 180. So I'll be using the VDC. Go to the time domain sources, select the VDC. First input is AC, the second input is DC. I'm providing this to into this is what it is connected. I want to provide the bias potential, or I will call this as common mode voltage VCM. I'll use this same for providing the bias potential. Ground it. Call this to V bias. I need to provide the ground to this. So use the ground potential. Connect here. Or I can use this with the name V bias. This also with the V bias. Now these two are connected. One more is required, that is the supply potential. So I'll take the same source, and call it as power supply, which is V power. Replace the 2 with VDD. Name this port with the VDD. So this is the configuration, how it should be connected. I want to perform the AC analysis since op amp is a analog block. So use AC small signal simulation controller. The simulation should start at 1 hertz, stop at 100 megahertz in steps of 100 hertz. If you see that, going to this particular symbol, this particular op amp is totally designed with NMOS and PMOS. You require technology file or model library for this. Since I am using the TSMC RF 180 nanometer model file, I'll use the model file here. It shows that it is a TSMC 18 RF including. That means you are including the typical model. There are other process corners like slow fast and fast slow. There are other corners, but I am using typical model file. Save this design and simulate. Before that, we need to define the variables VCM, VBIAS and VPower. To add the variable, click on this insert variable, place here, double click on it. First variable is VPower, supply potential of 1.8. You can apply. Next, VBIAS, that is to provide the fixed bias potential to make the transistor on. It is 0.7 volts. And common mode voltage VCM is half the VPower, which is 0.9. So I have added 3 parameters. Click on OK. So you can see the all the 3 parameters included. Now try to simulate this. It is performing the AC simulation starting from 1 Hz up to a frequency of 100 megahertz. Now you can plot the results. Use the rectangular plot. Click on it. Select the Vout output in dB. Click on OK. This is the linear scale, but I want to plot this in logarithmic. So click on it, plot option, x-axis to logarithmic. So this is the magnitude plot of the op amp. You can double click on this trace and set the thickness to 1.5. You can change to short dashes, and you can use the marker to find the. So this particular op amp is having a gain of around 47, magnitude gain of 47. If you want to plot the phase plot, you can use the same plot option, output, select the phase. This is a linear scale. You can use the plot options, x-axis, logarithmic. You can use the marker to see the phase shift. It is providing a phase shift of 180 degrees. These are the two results, that is magnitude as well as the phase of the single stage op amp. Now I want to simulate the other metrics such as common mode rejection ratio and Power supply rejection ratio of this op amp. I'll use the same schematic. Use Ctrl A and Ctrl C for copying. Create a new file. CMRR. Use Ctrl V. Here you need to provide both the inputs to be AC, not common mode. Set the second input to V/2. And DC, enable the DC supply. Provide it to not 0. Instead, you provide half the power, as the power supply is 1.8. Similarly for this also. Enable it first. This has to be provided or connected to the output. You can see how it is connected. Use Ctrl R for rotation. This is how it is connected. It is connected in the feedback system. Here the input will be connected and the output is connected to this point. That's why we are using the label in this format. Nothing more changes, just try to simulate it. It is performing again the simulations, AC simulations. Try to observe the CMRR. Use the rectangular plot. Use the Vout in dB. Since it is a linear scale, double click on it. Go to the plot options. Select the x-axis, logarithmic. Okay. So this is the plot. And if you want to see the phase shift of this, double click on it, plot options, x-axis, logarithmic. It is providing this particular phase shift. You can measure the CMRR. Use the marker at 1 Hertz. Exactly at 1 Hertz, it is providing a CMRR of minus 57 dB. It is in 57 dB. You can set this particular scale, plot options, y-axis, not from, I want to start at 0 to 200 in steps of 50, assume. I'll take minus. So this is the response. So this is the CMRR plot for phase as well as the magnitude. So this is the plot. Exactly at 1 hertz, it is having a CMRR of minus 57.745. Similarly, I want to know the PSRR, power supply rejection ratio of this op amp. I'll try to copy the same file. Actually, you can go for 200 picofarad instead of 1 picofarad for better responses. Create one more file, or I'll try to change this 200 femtofarad, and you can see the results. CMRR, it is having better response. It is having the better response, and this. Similarly, you can check the PSRR, save it, go to the new file, create one more file, op amp. You can denote it PSRR, power supply rejection ratio. Just copy this. Here you have to give the input to VDC. This is in 2. Connect the VDD, and this with the, or I'll use this V power. Here you have to provide the out. We'll use the name out. It shows that it is a unity gain. Output is directly connected to the input in this fashion. So instead of this wire, we are using the labels. This has to be V, half of the power, remaining no changes. Save the design, and you can perform the again simulation. Plot the results, select the out in dB, click on OK, plot options, x-axis with the logarithmic. The dB is here is positive. The main change is the VDC has to be a value of 0 potential. Then you can perform the simulation again. This is the PSRR response. So you can measure the PSRR exactly at 1 1 hertz. It is providing in negative 73, which is very very low value. PSRR is very low value. So this is the plot. Save this. This is how you estimate the parameters called CMRR and PSRR of a op amp. Let me close this. Here in the op amp gain we have simulated with 1 picofarad. Instead you use 200 femtofarad. Then you will get better poles also. I am simulating it again. So this is the better result of the op amp, which provides the gain of 47 and phase shift of 180 degrees. You can go into this and see that this is the actual op amp. This is how you try to design and simulate and estimate the parametrics of a single stage op amp. You can do it for the two stage op amp as well in order to increase the gain of the op amp.